Welcome to Chopper's Charts. I'm going to take you on a little back testing journey. This is Chopper's back testing. This is what I do. This is just going through my charts. I'm currently back testing MGC, the year 2025. I'm in July. I watch the 4-hour and I trade on the 1-hour. And this is after having done all 4 phases of my back testing. I am now just fine tuning things. Just trying to get better at seeing my setups and seeing what I'm doing. So sit back for a while, watch me trade. I'll try to commentate as best as I can. All right, so we're in the 4-hour, 6 o'clock in the morning, which is my time from 6 a.m. till 1800 a.m. is when I go back test. What I'm doing here is I'm looking for setups in the 4-hour. So I'm waiting for this to populate and give me well, it looks like it might be a good setup. And then at that point, I will pause and I will jump to the 1-hour to confirm that setup and trade in the 1-hour. So yeah, I'm looking at things. Right now I'm seeing it comes down. I got a good rejection up here in this zone at a support level here. After coming down, I kind of like that, the bigger wicks and stuff. But this trend line here is not enough data for me to want to take a break on. So if it breaks this down, I will probably wait until it gets to this other one here. Yeah, the secondary one looks better. If we come up here, we break here, I'd like it to be closer to this support resistance area right here. We need to jump up or in the evening. Oh, look at that, missed it. So in a case like this, this happened overnight, so I wouldn't have caught it. I wouldn't have woke up in the middle of the night. And what I do is I jumped from into trading day to morning of the next trading day for me. I do not take trades in the middle of the night. I want all my trading to be replicable of what I really trade. So looking at this, I missed a good move. We'll let it play out and see what happens. Maybe we'll get another setup. There's always this trend line up here too. Getting a little bit of a pullback. Not really liking this either, so I wouldn't take a trade on that break. So we'll see what happens. We're at 10 o'clock in the afternoon. Would like to see another rejection off of that and come back down, kind of wiggle its way over here more. Gonna try and break out some more. See if this resistance level has any power. Yep, that rejected it hard that time. Okay, we're at 1500. I don't see a setup, so I'm just going to jump to the morning, reset that line, and we'll come down here and we'll jump to the next morning. So now we got a pretty good setup. We're here, but I don't have anything to back a trade. Sometimes these OG lines are better to trade off in the 4-hour. But let's hop down to the 1-hour and see what we're looking at. So in the 1-hour, I shot up. I have a slow climb up. I don't like that. I see that more as a weakening of the move up. Just my personal thoughts. We all can interpret the market differently, so always keep that in mind. So I won't take a trade on that break. So let's go back to the 4-hour. We'll continue this path on the 4 hour and see what happens. I think this line here is going to get tossed. Not really working. Look at that go. Really would like to see a little bit more movement here. A little more sideways movement would be nice. We're now in August, 10 o'clock here, 1500. I'll switch over to the next day. Really slowed down. I don't have room again. I don't have room for a lower trend line to look at for my risk. Not quite doing a whole lot right now. We're at 1500 hours. I don't see a trade. We'll move to the next day. So on this next day, if you go to here, customize. So I got it set up for New York Day Open. I set it for 30 minutes prior to the New York Open. My morning, actually, I'm in the office at my computer at 5:30 a.m. reviewing my 4 instruments and preparing for the day. So I'm pretty much trading by 6 a.m. Looking at the charts. You can set this up any way you want. Set the time that you want. These are the starts per my time, which is set down here. This UCTC sets your time. This is all in TradeZilla. It sets your time so that this clock is on your time. Okay, see what we're gonna get this morning. So I'm getting some good movement now. Here, I don't really like this a whole lot. This is kind of steep, but let's go jump. So now I'm getting a setup. I like that we might break this line. This has got, you know, 1, 2, 3 touch points, and it's getting ready to break out. So as a trendline trader from Tori's trendline trading system, you'll know that that's a pretty good setup. So I want to jump to the 1 hour, and I want to see what's happening on the 1 hour. This for me was a good reversal. I like this. I like how it kind of comes down, good strong candles, and I get this. I call it a Twizzler. I know it's probably not what it's called, but I like this little Twizzler rejection. I do need to adjust my trend line a little better. We probably got 2 here. So let me go here and readjust it. So we got the little Twizzler. We got a great confirmation off of that. Now, had I been in the 1 hour prior and saw that, that would have almost been a bounce play right there. The top of this candle would have been a great bounce play with my stop loss down here. But let's see what we get on the break. If I did a buy, I like to do stop orders. I'm going to go just above. And if I go down here, start with 1 contract, that puts me way out. I'm running a $20,000 account. I guess now it's up to almost 30,000, but for 1 contract, pushing my 2% of what's now 29,000 is a little bit too much for me. So I'm not liking that one too much. Also, see if we're getting any support resistance here. Been traveling a bit up. Not really seeing anything. I mean, I can keep that guy is still active. I don't see anything really that's pushing that as a good bounce. And this is the benefit of backtesting, is you get to stop. I mean, honestly, I'm trading the 1 hour. I kind of get to do this anyway. But You get to stop and analyze it. I mean, this is what you're doing. You're learning and studying. So you want to know what things, what's happening. Move it around. Go back. Check it out. Let's see what happens on this. Let's see if this bounces off of that trend line. We're at 8 o'clock. Okay. Look at that. Little rejection, maybe? No? Oh, look at that. The power of the trend line. Glad I didn't take a bounce off of that. I mean, I'd still be safe. I'd still be down here somewhere with my stop, but this is a long-term line. It's got lots of points, so it's got lots of restriction. But what's happening here? This is really actually a pretty nice setup in the 1 hour. What's happening here? And this is just a temporary, so I'm just throwing this out here just to see what happens. But we went up and now we're kind of coming back down, and I like to see that. It's almost making a loop to possibly go up. This can also go down. But when we're going up, we need to come back, fill some profit takers, and then we got room then it has room to allow it to go back up again. Okay, I'm at the end of my night. I'm afraid gold, because this is gold, and I'm on the West Coast here in the United States. So I'm kind of thinking this might go through overnight. So what I want to do is I'm just going to set me a stop order. I'm going to give me a few little bits up there. We're going to come down to the bottom of that. Now we're in target range to even go with 2. And I will confirm that order. My risk was 300, so I want to come here and we're going to make this 1. And I'm going to push, oops, no, that was my first one. I want to push. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to just kind of run this up where it's 300. So we probably want to be right about 470. So we'll run this up to 470. That's going to sell one of my contracts at the value that I'm risking. So I'll do sell 1 there. So now I got 2 orders. I have an order to buy 2, stop order to buy 2. When this is triggered, this will give me my stop. And if it moves up even more during the night while I'm asleep, it'll hit a sell to sell 1 and lock in profits. So at this point, 1729, I'm just going to go ahead and jump to the next morning. And it didn't do anything. So I'm not out money. I didn't push it. It went down. Didn't go up like I had expected. And no foul. So delete those 2 orders. I wake up and go, oh, look, nothing happened. Let's reset up, see what we can find, and see what happens. I like it. I'm liking this. We're getting a little sideways move. Kind of starting to see, I like to call it gel. We'll go with that right there. And we'll call that gel. Gives me a dotted line, and that other gel line will be right here at the top of this. So now I got my 2 gel lines. We'll see how this works. It may just walk back and forth in it. And the reason I'm doing that is because it lets me know that we're in a sideways trend, and I can pay attention and not get carried away. I'm also going to jump back to the 4-hour. See what happens here. I really would like to see a long. I think I feel more comfortable with a long on this than I would a short. And we're trying to get up there. Not much happening. Is it going to push? Let's I think what I'm going to do is we're at 1500. I don't see a setup, so let's shoot till the next day. Ooh, look at that. So it did break the gel. It barely broke it, wanted to come back down, and now it's trying to take off again. Let's go to the hour, see what the hour looks like. Yeah, we got a good retest to the top here. That was beautiful. I don't think I have an order. If I were to get in right now, I'd have to get in up above here for me. So let's do a buy stop. We'll take you up here. Let's see what happens if I take you to here. That's 323 for one contract. Not positive I like that. That's 1% for one contract and kind of a high risk retest. Had that been a little bit lower, or if this was the morning candle, that might be a little different. I could get got in here, but I'm not too pleased with that setup. So we are not going to go with that. We are going to take the gel line and delete it. We're out of gel now. We've proven gel does not exist. And I need this line. There we are. To go up here. I don't like those flat lines. Those flat lines can be a little testy. Kind of trying to see if we got a support resistance here. I mean, we hit it here, and we hit it here. We kind of respected it here. Let's throw that in there. Let's just see what happens. We got a support resistance level right about here. Okay. This line needs to get a little closer. I'm in the 1 hour still. I'm watching the 1 hour still because we are coming up. I'm not sure what this is going to play out like. We do get another support line here. See what this plays out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, I like this. This is a good, I'm glad I stopped it in time. So we're at 7 o'clock. This is actually working out perfect. We just broke 2 touch point trend line with a support resistance level that has been respected here. It was respected, came up, broke through. I've got some very long rejections above, so we're going to do a stop order. And I like that candle came in, and what are we? If we hold up here, we're 369. If I hold to this candle, we're 196. I think I like that. This looks like This is going to be our resistance area. It's at 162, maybe this trend line. Yeah, it looks like I could probably get my 1-to-1 for that. And so why I do that is this is a short, so this is against the trend, and I'm okay with that. Only when I go against the trend, I kind of want to get profit. I want to set a take profit. I'm not too, I want to keep my risk lower. So I'm risking 200. I'm looking to gain 200, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so confirm that order. So now this candle has to work its way all the way back. If it turns around, I'm not in trouble. And look at that turnaround. That's why I don't get in on market orders. You can just get nailed. So we're kind of just going to go sideways here. This might turn around and go back up. I do like that we're climbing. Ooh. Pause that. All right. Now where are we at? Things are changing. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Coming on this is an all-time high up here. That's what the blue line is. So we're coming in. Huge rejection here. It didn't want to come down. Okay, it's rejecting this level. It didn't want to come down. We've been going sideways. This is, to me, consolidation. But this time we got a good strong candle up instead of a wicky one. So let's go with a buy order. We'll go just above that line. We'll go below this line, this trend line. We're at 294 for one. And I think this will work because I think I want to take because we're coming up on all-time high. That'll give me a good return on one contract. So I think I'm going to go for this. Let's see what happens. And off to the races. We're going to be an overnight trade if this goes. And it did. So it got triggered. Everything's in. There it goes. Took me right there. I don't know if you saw that. This happened so fast. I hardly even saw it happen. So let's just see what happened here. Let's go a little bit slower. Let's take this down to the 1 minute. I just want to see that. So we got 1 minute. Boom, boom, boom. It just shot. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. All right, well, we got a trade in. Let's label this out. I had to take profit. So that was a exit. I entered approximately here. Entered. And I have my stop loss down here. And my stop loss. So now I can see what's going on. I got to see as much of my chart as I can. I can see that we got a humongous spike up. I'm here, go to trade notes, click on the trade. Oh, by the way, how much did I get? That was a $333 win. I like that. So I'm going to take a picture of this 1 hour. I want to know what the 4 hour looked like. Not much different. So I want to take a picture of that. And then I like to get a picture of the daily on these particular ones I've been doing. I want to see what the daily was doing prior to my trade. I don't have any notes to take. I can kind of see what's going on. The more you do this, the more you understand and know what's happening just by looking at the chart. So I'm going to jump back to the 1 hour. My playbook that was taken was hang on. That was not a touch there. and a touch there. So that was actually a 2 touch point trend line, but it had enormous amount of data on it. So I don't mind that. I usually like to see a support resistance level or something of that sort. So we're going to go with the retest pause before, because we got this rejection right here, and we just kind of walked the line here. It was low risk, no support resistance. Definitely had a strong candle. It was not a full candle. Part of the candle still below. We had a clear, strong reversal. We were with the trend. The trail candle, although I didn't have to trail nothing, it just took off. Got me my little tiny piece of the pie. I didn't have to move the stop loss up because, like I said, it just took off so quick. I didn't have to do any of that. So go to my tags. I like to set the pattern, so we had a reversal off the trend line. Reversal off of trend line. Okay, I would. No mistakes. We have one contract, so we didn't add the position. We didn't close the trade. We didn't have to move that. I didn't have to move to the 4 hour or the daily. Was not an overnight entry. My stop loss was below the safety line. And my trade management would have been candle, but it was candle on TP. Oh wait, you know what? It was more of a support resistance level because that was the all-time high. So that's my trade. That's how I do it, and maybe we'll catch you on another one. Thank you. Chopper's Charts.